This is Project CB News, where the truth matters.
So welcome to Project CB News. My name is yours truly, Lindy Shabangu. And yes, yellow is what I'm supposed to say today. So we are at the MTN Innovation Hub, 14th Avenue, you know. So we've got a most exciting, but she is so cool. You should see her. She just takes things as they come. And I suppose that's why she is, the head of the MTN Foundation. I'm going to be speaking to a lovely, you'll see now, gorgeous Jacqui. Jacqui, welcome to Project CB News.
Thanks, Lindy. Lovely to see you.
Jacqui, we are here at the Yellow Building. Tell us about the foundation and why we are here today.
So the MTN Foundation has had a long-standing relationship with the Department of Basic Education. We spend about 54 million rand a year through the foundation on corporate social investment, but our focus is heavily on education because we believe that the combination of technology and education is obviously very powerful. So we partner with the department on a number of different projects throughout the year, and we're the sponsor for the Matric results announcement. So one of my favorite days of the year, because we get to bring the best and the brightest in the country to come to us on the morning of the Matric results announcement. They come to us for a breakfast, and then in the evening we do a live broadcast. So what will happen is this evening the broadcast will go out, and the top provinces will be, the top performers will be announced, all the provinces' performance will be announced, and then afterwards the actual Matrics will get their results. So it's just a really great day of celebrating the work of these incredible young people.
So I must actually ask you a very difficult question, I suppose. Out of the whole process, I mean, you're seeing young, bright stars coming through. What is the highlight specifically throughout the morning and the evening? Because you've been through this, 4 times already? So what would be the highlights? Is it meeting the individuals themselves, having conversations with them, or is it just seeing their glowing faces with heavily laden blazers, bling bling everywhere? Because that's also something that you mentioned this morning. Tell us a little bit about what your highlight is.
For me, it's actually meeting the individuals and getting to hear the backstories. So we've got the top 33 students from the government schools, and then I think the top student from the independent schools is joining us as well. And the students come from across the country. We've got representatives from each province. And the stories that they tell are just incredible because they have such completely different experiences. Some of them come from really middle-class families. They have, solid, easy access to their schooling. They get dropped off every day by their parents. Other kids walk to school every day. They walk a kilometre and a half, or 2 or 3. They don't have electricity for half the day at home when they get home in the afternoon, or they don't have electricity at all. They go elsewhere to study. They don't have access to any kind of devices outside of the schooling environment. So every child has this completely different experience of their schooling. So when you're looking at a child's experience, they are top matrics, but they are all absolutely unique in their experience. And finding out their journey, for me, is just fascinating.
This particular class of 2022 have gone through almost 2 years of not having proper schooling. What did MTN Foundation do during that difficult time, during the pandemic, when they had to learn at school? How did you, from your innovation side of things, how did you help them progress?
So in 2021, towards the end of 2021, we launched the MTN Online School. Now, the MTN Online School was developed very closely with the Department of Basic Education. So what we did with the DBE was we created a platform which is one to host the whole CAPS curriculum. So the entire curriculum is there. It's been fully approved by the department. And what it does is it gives individual learners the opportunity to go and to access exactly what they're learning in class, and it's aligned to what you are learning in class, to the day, to the week, to the month, and to the year. So you go in at the start of the year, you sign up for all your different subjects. So what you can literally do is you can learn about something in class one day, go home in the afternoon, and you can revise it. You can think to yourself, I don't quite understand that equation, let me go and have another look at it. You can, as a teacher, you can create little study sessions. You can create pop-up quizzes, so you can teach something in a class. You want to test to see, you did 3 different types of a new maths sums. You want to test to see if that landed. You can see the first 2, everybody passed quite quickly. The third one, maybe it needs a little bit of extra work because people are struggling with that. So you go back and do that again. So it's this really useful platform. It's got old exam papers. It's got these videos. So what we did is we tried to make it as easy as possible for learners to be able to access additional content. So it's like having a teacher in your classroom that you had online during COVID, but then also this backup, this teacher on your phone. It's free to MTN subscribers. And that was our way to try and give some additional support to these learners who were operating in this really unusual and abnormal space. We're still seeing increasing numbers, hundreds of thousands of learners using this. And our objective is just to keep growing that so that we can make sure that no matter where you are, no matter what sort of environment you're in, the quality of the access that you have to learning, you've got this backup experience. And because it is free to subscribers, we want to make sure we can educate parents to help hand over their devices, because if the parents understand this isn't going to cost them any data, they're going to be more willing to let the kids have the phones for an hour or so in the evening when they're doing a bit of revision.
I see you are completely passionate about the subject of education. What would be your message to those that didn't make it in 2022?
It is so important not to give up. You know, there are so many successful people out there who either didn't make it the first time or who really struggled through their Matric, went back, did it again. You know, Sipho Hotsticks Mabuse got his Matric when he was in his 60s. You know, if there's ever a wonderful example of somebody who outdid themselves, it's him. The man has an extraordinary career and he still chose to do that. And I really want these young people to understand it's so important to get that Matric. Don't give up. Just go back, do it again, spend a bit of time, get a little bit of experience, get a little bit of maturity, use the opportunities that are made available to you, but most importantly, just persevere. The youngsters that are here today are not average. It's not normal to get 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 A's. These are not average in any way. But the tenacity and the ingenuity and the commitment that they showed, we can all do that. We can all commit to that one thing. We don't all have to be brilliant, but we can commit. And that's what I would say to them is please don't give up. Just give it just give it another go.
And for now, that's where we leave it. Let's catch up with one more student. She has bent over backwards to make sure that she gets the distinctions. We'll catch up now with Miss Lutuli.
This brings us to the end of our show. Go to our website to uncover more stories at projectcb.online.